Welcome, everyone. I am Tamara Blake Wallace, Planning Commission Administrator. This meeting will be conducted as a hybrid meeting, allowing for both virtual and in-person participation. I will now go over the rules of etiquette for this meeting tonight. This meeting is being recorded on both video and audio for record-keeping purposes. For those attending virtually or on the phone, please keep yourself muted to ensure no interruptions to the evening. If you are asked to speak and you are attending on your phone, you can mute and unmute yourself by using the phone's designated mute button or by pressing *6. If you are on the computer, you can mute and unmute yourself by clicking on the microphone/mute button on the toolbar in the bottom left of your screen. You can also mute and unmute by using the keyboard shortcuts. Windows, press Alt-A, and on a Mac, press Command-Shift-A. When questions or comments are requested of the public, those attending in person will be asked to speak first, and those attending virtually will speak after. If you are attending via phone and would like to ask a question or make a comment, when asked, please use the raised hand function, which is *9, and you will be called upon in turn to identify yourself for the record and speak. If you are attending virtually and would like to ask a question or make a comment, please go to the chat icon on your Zoom page and type your comment into that section. Finally, please say your name every time you speak for the benefit of those calling in who cannot see you. At this time, I will turn the meeting over to the chairman.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for the Calvert County Planning Commission's January 18th, 2023 regular meeting. My name is Maria Bueller, and as chair of this board, we will now begin with item 1 on the proposed agenda. Roll call. Vice Chair Kernan.
Here.
Commissioner Jones.
Here.
Commissioner Freeland.
Here.
Commissioner Toohey.
Here.
Commissioner Dr. Holler.
Here.
Commissioner Williams.
Here.
If you could all please stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks for your consideration. I don't like to crowd the flag, I just like to salute it.
Next on the agenda is action on the proposed agenda. And we do have one postponement tonight, which is item 10A, the proposed amendment on the adopted Calvert County fiscal year 2023 budget capital improvement plan, Burnett Hospice House, has been postponed by the Board of County Commissioners.
Motion to approve and remove item 10 from the agenda.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Jones, second by Commissioner Toohey. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And now we will have recognition of people attending, staff attending tonight. We have Mary Beth Cook, Director, Carolyn Sunderland, Deputy Director of Planning, Jay Cousineau, Planner 2, Becky Parkinson, Planning Commission Recording Clerk, and from the County Attorney's Office, we have John Mattingly serving as our legal counsel. At this time, item 6, major subdivisions for final review and action. We have none.
So, Mayor, before we do that, do we need to do action on the proposed summary of actions?
I'm
from our
sorry, I did miss
December
that. I'm
14th
sorry.
meeting, please?
Yes, back to item 4, action on proposed summary of actions. Item A, December 14th, 2022, Planning Commission regular meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Jones, seconded by Commissioner Kernan. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Abstain.
One abstention.
Okay. Item 6, major subdivisions for final review and action. We have none tonight. Applications for site plan review and action. We do not have any tonight. Item 8, major subdivision applications for preliminary review and action. We have none tonight. Item 9, long-range planning. Item 9A, Town Center Master Plan updates. We have Jenny Plummer-Walker with us tonight.
Good evening. Jenny Plummer-Welker, Long Range Planner with Calvert County Planning and Zoning. I come this evening with a brief update on our Town Center Master Plan updates. As you know, the Planning Commission recommended approval, and the Board of County Commissioners adopted the proposed amendments to the Calvert County Comprehensive Plan. With the changes to that necessitates making revisions to the draft Prince Frederick Town Center Plan. So staff is currently reviewing the most recent draft to make edits, and also those, when we come back to you, they will incorporate the revisions that you requested us prior to the comprehensive plan amendments. So when we bring that draft back, you'll have the opportunity to review it and then direct staff to either make revisions or proceed to the public hearing process, at which time the staff will send it out to the agencies and up to the state clearinghouse. It requires a 60-day review process prior to the Planning Commission holding its public hearing. The public will have an opportunity to comment on that draft and speak at the public hearing, at which time then you can make revisions as you wish. Eventually it will, once you're ready to proceed, the Planning Commission will have the opportunity to vote to recommend approval to the, recommend adoption to the Board of County Commissioners. So we're looking to bring the draft back to you later this winter, early spring, so March, April timeframe. For Dunkirk, we are currently in phase 2 also for Dunkirk. Prince Frederick is towards the end of phase 2. Dunkirk's near the beginning of phase 2. Staff will be reaching out to other departments and agencies to assist with writing the various sections and chapters for that, and we will bring that draft to you for review, and it follows a similar public process. We're not quite ready to start the third master plan, but I at least want to have you thinking about which one. When staff came to you originally, we had recommended that Lusby and Solomons be the third and fourth in line. Staff would like you to consider doing St. Leonard next instead of Lusby. St. Leonard was most recently revised, updated in 2013, and also the St. Leonard, that master plan and the comprehensive plan recommended expanding the town center to include the St. Leonard Elementary School parcel. So I'm not asking for action tonight on choosing the third master plan, but I would like to come back next month and have a discussion and an action for you to direct staff on what plan to start next. We believe that St. Leonard would be less complicated than Lusby, and so we'd like to work on a less complicated one for our third one. Any questions this evening on either Prince Frederick or Dunkirk? Hearing none, I look forward to seeing you next month.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny. Next is item 10, which has been postponed. And then we'll go to item 11, items of interest. Item 11A, we have the site plan and subdivision application list for your information. If there are any questions, we'll take questions on that list. If not, we can move on. No questions? Okay.
Hearing none.
We'll move on to item 12, public comment. Planning commissioners will accommodate public comment in person, by telephone, or virtually. Individuals should call in advance if participating by telephone, toll free at 888-475-4499. Meeting ID 858-5579-4151. The passcode, if asked, is the #. Speakers, whether in person or participating by telephone or virtually, will be limited to 2 minutes as individuals or 5 minutes if designated representatives of a group or organization. So right now we have one hand raised. Mr. Cromier, if you would like to speak, please unmute yourself. Cormier, are you there?
Hi, good evening, Commissioners. Joseph Cormier, up here in Owings, Maryland. I just want to talk to you tonight. We had this long discussion about adequate public facilities that came through a couple of meetings, and at no point during those meetings did they ever discuss EDUs, the dwelling unit for water consumption. And I think as we develop these master plans, we have to be able to let our residents know that they're going to be able to exist in this county without getting $33,000 bills out of the blue. I think it's a huge issue, and if the cutting point between one EDU and two EDUs is $8,000, I think we need to break those EDUs up into more manageable bites, because consumption can't be cut off in those manners for people who are living on limited budgets. And if the county is going to continue to grow and add more housing to these facilities, we need to have a better handle on how water and sewer are handled billing wise. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Cormier.
Thank you.
At this time, we do not have any other hands raised. So at this time, the next item on the agenda is adjournment.
I have a question.
We have one question. Yes, sir.
Jenny, just to go back to one of the things you said, so we're looking to put the elementary school in the town center in St. Leonard, correct?
Yes, that's in the adopted St. Leonard Master Plan, is to expand the town center.
Okay.
And then the county comprehensive plan that was adopted and amended also still includes expanding St. Leonard Town Center.
Can I ask why, what the purpose of us putting the school in the town center is?
I'm going to recuse myself
Okay, I'm
for this
sorry.
conversation.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Just because it's St. Leonard specific.
To answer your question, at the time when the St. Leonard Master Plan was in development, there was a discussion about expanding the town center to include the St. Leonard Elementary, which was built in 1996, 1996, so that it would be part of the town center. We could then petition for it to be part of a St. Leonard's priority funding area, which then would allow for not having to go through the exemption process if the St. Leonard Elementary needed to be expanded or any state funding used at that time. So that was the reasoning in 2013. And the comprehensive plan that was adopted in 2019 just took that adopted master plan idea forward in expanding Huntingtown. And during the most recent amendments that were approved in 2022, no change was made to St. Leonard, so that expansion still stands as the vision for moving forward with St. Leonard.
I only ask because of consistency, so, yeah. I asked the question
Yes,
because we have been inconsistent in how we're doing that, so. Just wanted to make that statement, that's all, so thank you.
certainly a little bit further history if you would like. When St. Leonard was being proposed, when the elementary school was being proposed to be built in St. Leonard, the state asked, why are you building it outside a priority funding area? And we pointed out that it was immediately adjacent to the St. Leonard Town Center. And so we did get approval for construction of it adjacent to the town center.
I think my understanding from the school board's position is, I think they ask why, I'm sure they would prefer to have every school in the same system, so. Okay, and priority funding, yeah, so, thank you.
You're quite welcome.
Jenny, is the elementary school on public water now?
I believe it is. There's, the second water tower is adjacent to the St. Leonard Elementary property. I'm not positive, but I think it is, and I can certainly follow up next month and confirm.
Since I asked the question, I'll go get the chair.
Okay, at this time, item 13 is adjournment.
Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
A motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you all.
Thank you.